What's up, y'all? You already know what time it is. It's Talk Your Shit with Toj Tre D. We are lit, baby, lit.
Yes, we are. Hey,
How you doing,
how's
brother?
everybody doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you doing today, too?
I am okay. I've
Mm.
been in bed all day, chilling. I'm not doing too much. Sundays are light days for me, so I be chilling.
Oh, today, we moved into a new place on Friday and stuff like that. So today,
Okay,
like, you know,
congratulations.
you know, today was more like the go to storage and get stuff. Run a little smart errands. Time
Yeah,
jumped
just
forward.
filling everything in.
Time went forward an hour today.
Man, all that shit's bullshit. Time ain't real.
It don't matter, nigga. It messed up schedules, because we have to follow time frame for work.
Man-made clocks.
Hey, man-made
Still
clock,
like system.
still for the dollar.
So I ain't never worried about that.
Shit.
That stuff didn't even make no sense to me. It don't even sound right.
For the movie, you gotta worry about it.
But yeah, so today's topic is really juicy, y'all. Today we got some real good juicy. We were supposed to have a special guest today, but people are trash, so that's just life. You can't really, so whatever. But today's topic is going to be about side hoes, side bitches, side niggas, having side situations outside of your situations. I want your opinion. I want to give my opinion, and I want to see, how you feel about that, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Because I feel like a lot of people be in relationships and deal with people, but they don't be wanting to be there. So then that's when you get that side jank. You know what I mean? Yeah. So how do you feel ultimately about side hoes?
I don't know. Well, it's not really, I don't know. I don't really think people should have side hoes because I didn't really have side hoes. But I guess I did, but I realized that was wrong, after a trial and error situation and the whole argument. So I realized it's like if you can't really talk to your partner about it at the end of the day, it really should be discussed with.
Be doing it, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't be discussed with nobody else because that person might get other intentions and turn into a side hoe, and it could just start off
making people feel too comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then if you're in a relationship with someone and this person keep coming to you for advice or just talking to you, and you make the conversations a little too smooth.
Yeah, it could unintentionally turn into some side hoe shit.
Yeah, it could unintentionally turn into you having a side hoe. Right.
Now having a side hoe flat out this is my side hoe and this is my main bitch. That's bad.
I mean, is it bad if a person's honest though? What if the girlfriend's aware, the side hoe's aware, everybody's coexisting?
And she's not really a side hoe at that point.
I mean, she would be because he still has his main relationship.
Yeah, but she's still in the relationship now. She's not a hoe because the main bitch know about her. The side hoe is who ain't known about. That's the call your phone at 3 a.m. and it doesn't have a call sign, so she's thinking it's a goddamn telemarketer calling your fucking phone.
Okay.
That's what at least I think a side hoe is, in my opinion, because side hoe is.
So your opinion, side hoe is somebody that's don't know about the person that you're dealing with, don't know about you, just doing what you.
Because at that point, if you know that your partner got somebody on the side that they fucking with, at that point, nigga, in my eyes, y'all niggas is either just y'all in a love, in a love line at that point. You love him and he still love you, so it's going back to you, and he just the center point of it all because he's still going out to get what he needs from somebody else. But why be with who you got if you got a side?
That's exactly why I also want to talk about today, because I feel like a lot of people are in unhealthy situations and they don't really, like I was saying earlier, want to be there. So instead of people actually being adults and being okay, look, we just need to just, take a step back. Maybe this ain't the time for us. Watu, whatever that is.
And to be together. Maybe we should try and explore
take a beat away from each other and then come back. I feel like people should definitely do that because a lot of people waste a lot of their time and break a lot of hearts through like the whole side bitch era. Like,
Yeah,
I ain't
because
gonna lie, back in the day,
you used
back
to
in
be
the days,
a side hoe back in the day.
not necessarily ever been a side hoe, whereas I always had one.
Ah,
I
cool.
never, I always, like, when I was younger, I used to always be like, oh, I can't never just deal with one person, or oh no, I can't never just have one
You
person.
thought
But
monogamy
I
was
was always
realistic.
in relationships with one person, but I always had somebody else, whether it was a male or a female. Like, if I was dating a female, I have a male on the side. If I was dating a female, I have a male on the side. Like, it's just like,
If you're dating a female, you have a male on the side. And if you're dating a male, you have a female on the side.
yeah, like I would just always have that like swap out type of energy that I've had. So it's like I used to be like that, but then like when I got in a relationship I'm in now, I just see like when you're actually with somebody that caters to every part of you, you don't need that extra energy. Like I have male friends, I have female friends, I have all types of friends, yeah.
But
But I
cross
don't
the
have the
line.
need to take anything past of what I have as a friend any further than what it is due to the fact that what I have is good.
Yeah.
Like it's perfect for me. So it's like I don't know. I just feel like when it comes down to like side niggas and side bitches, I feel like people only have them because they feel a sense of like they're missing something else that they need in that relationship.
Wanting something else that they don't need because they see it in somebody else's too.
So you feel like people also do it because they'll see them with somebody else. You be like, ooh, I want that, and then you
But
go
they,
get that, and
but they
then
have too. They want to have their cake and eat it too. Like,
I
which,
used to be one of those.
which ain't a problem. Look, it's not a
Hey,
problem. Honestly,
Trey Songz, his song "Cake" is my favorite song. Cause ain't that what you supposed to do? Have your cake and eat it too. That's my
yeah.
favorite song back in the day because that's literally like how I used to live. Like, and if anybody felt like, nah, that ain't right, and I'm just like, ooh, on to the next.
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
It was wrong, and I definitely feel like I got my karma through being in such a sick, toxic situation for so long. Seeing like everything that I did to people happen to me when I wasn't even on that kind of time at all anymore. Seeing that, it was like, okay, this is definitely my karma. I definitely deserve this.
It was an eye opener for you.
Definitely that, and definitely made me change like how I just treat people in general, overall. Even just like my partner, just changed how I treated myself and everything too. Because it was like, damn, I don't ever want to put myself in a situation where I gotta go through that again.
Right. That's 100% understandable because you really wouldn't want to either put yourself in that type of predicament again or even just wind up in it accidentally because you was out here, you know? But that's why I'm trying to. You good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Your mama called me, messing up
Yeah.
my connections.
She know what time it is.
She know what time it is. That's why I'm saying black people like they be
Still
knowing what's
time.
going on, and they still do the things that they do.
Still timing. But yeah, no, like you never want to put yourself in that predicament, and that's why I feel like I be trying to like just give space.
Yeah, I feel like in the talking stage too as well. That like people get too territorial over their people and whoever it is they talking to. When y'all are like in a full blown relationship, and it's like, oh, you went on a date with da 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 da, you cheat on me, da da da. It's like, well, no. And then some people also call that like a side nigga or like a side bitch kind of situation as well. Which personally, I don't think it's like that because if you just talking to somebody, y'all just talking. You can't expect a boyfriend's loyalty from somebody that you're just getting to know. Not holding on. What? No, I can't. You gotta push your little microphone. I think your microphone is muted on the screen. Hit. Nah. Were you getting a call? You need to like do the lock screen. Like tap your lock one time. Did I lock this out? Oh God, I locked them out. I'm sorry, y'all. We having technical difficulties. Our mom keeps calling us. She's interrupting this Sunday's show, guys. Hello, Tre D, are you there? It's all types of reasons to obtain a side bitch. Okay, well, you in the comments talking about it's a reason to obtain a side bitch. What would be a reason for you within a relationship why you would want to obtain a side bitch? Because when you really with a person that fulfills all your needs, you don't need no side pieces. You just need the piece you got, your main piece. But you know, Tyler the Creator came up with a really good point. He said, when I'm out on the road for 3 months, I need a snack that's a piece, not a feast, that I got at home, back at home waiting for me. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't think that's good. Still, y'all thought I was about to say that's a good thing. Y'all thought I was about to say that's a good thing. It's not a good thing. You don't need no snack, no feasts, none of that. We're having some technical difficulties today, guys. I'm sorry. With men, it's all about the hunt rather than feeding a sexual desire. But what is the hunt, though? Because, like, I used to be like that, but I feel like my definition of a hunt is completely different from the definition of a man's hunt. So, like, what is a man's definition of the hunt? Like, you just want to be, like, wooing a girl the whole time. But it's like, if you niggas get women and stop the whole wooing process. Stop doing the cute stuff. Stop doing the, like, one whole time. You just gotta keep the same energy that you used to get the girl. It's not always about need. So what is it about? Like, I be confused. Guys are so confusing. You about to go out all the way and come back in. But what is it all about? Like, because if you ask me, it really don't make no sense. Like, the way the male dynamic of why men like cheat per se is just like, it don't make no sense to me. I need some answers. Y'all in the comments, let me know, because I don't think, like, what I feel like when it comes to women, like, if a female was emotionally feel the type of where not getting what she needs, then she would go and find it somewhere else and do it, stuff like that. Like, if you want hit, like, if you want to hit, like, I feel like all of that, I don't know, man. It's just a real, like, confusing situation when it comes to, like, cheating and side holes and this and that. I'm personally, like, and I can't say because I used to be on the other side. Like, I used to be a cheater. I used to do all this shit. I used to have side hoes. I used to do all this shit. So it's like, for me to be on the opposite side of the fence down and be seeing this, like, why don't y'all just stop? Why don't y'all just, like, tell the person, like, hey, I don't want to be with you. Hey, what we got ain't what we got. I'm sorry. What's so hard about telling people, like, oh, I used to see you like this, but now I see you like that. Which now means we don't need to be like that. Like, what's the problem?
What's the problem with what?
You back? Good.
Yeah,
I was saying, like, when it comes to, like, cheating and side hoes, like, I used to be on that side of the fence, and now I'm on the other side of the fence. And all I see now is just, like, why can't you just be honest? Like,
a lot of people scared to be honest. A lot of people really don't want that that emotional that's gonna come with it, because, like, think about it, when you be honest with somebody, like, that might make you feel relieved, like, damn, like, I finally fucking told them, like, this shit. But then it's like, you know what the fuck was coming. So it's like, now, if you're honest up front, as soon as it happened, it's not gonna be that big of a blowback. That motherfucker might be like, you know what, you told me before anybody else.
I respect it. Exactly.
Like, I respect you coming to me. Like, now we could talk about how we gonna fix this, how we gonna work around it, how we gonna work with this, not work around it, but work through it. How we gonna get through it? Because there's no point in trying to go back You did it. It's done. You can't go back, fix it. You gotta just work in the future
So
to try
you
to make
believe,
it.
like, in a relationship, if one of the other person cheats, like,
Were they gonna ever
come
stop
back from
cheating?
that? That shit's weird. Men are weird.
It's all about pride. It's really 100% about pride. It's really how it's gonna make you look at the end of the day. Like, it's gonna make you look even dumber because of the simple fact that you still stepped out and did what you did, and then you turned right the fuck back around and went right back.
That's what I'm
what
saying.
the
Like,
fuck
so
you
you
stepped
feel
out
like,
on? Because it's like it gets to a point. It's like, damn, like I done did this. I done fucked 20 of these bitches, but I'm still coming back to the same one bitch that I'm complaining to all 20 of these bitches about. And it's
do you
like,
feel
damn.
like when it comes to situations like that, do you feel like a relationship could bounce back, be stronger, grow past it, and all that? Do you think, or it's just like in the back of the mind?
I believe if you tell the truth, like straight up, obviously there's always gonna be like that other person's gonna have that like, damn, like this motherfucker is really could be out here really fucking just doing the most again, right? But then at the simple fact, like it's just that simple thing. Even if you're not doing that, even if you just apply that reassurance, that's just a different level of security that you're applying to that person.
What happens if responsibility all you need is step one you get from Jenny? That means you need to be having a conversation with your partner.
Yes.
You need to be letting them know, like, hey, when it comes down to the net, babe, honestly, like, you know, you do your thing or whatever, but I've had better. Right, like I've had better, and I would appreciate it if you put a little bit more effort into making sure that the experience is enjoyable for me, because it is for me. That's how I personally would put it. I would put it like that, because at the end of the day, it's like,
First
bro,
off,
what's the point of you staying with somebody if they can't do it for you? Not everybody can't be everything for everybody.
Exactly.
But at the same time, though, they can try. And then here's that conversation of, okay, well, you spice it up a little bit more. It's not working. Maybe it's just you. All right, then.
I mean,
maybe
but
you
look,
need to have a designated D-sucker then.
That's what I'm saying, Tiaja,
but that's a conversation. That's not cheating. That's not stepping out. That's an agreement and understanding between you and
No, because that's still stepping out, because I'm still going to somebody else.
How? If I'm literally saying, Tiaja, like, even if listen, 6 o'clock from 6 to 7 or 8, it's cool. I know my boyfriend watched it.
I don't even watch it, but no, Tiaja, like you can't do that, because that's still stepping out of your relationship. That's still stepping out of your commitment, because your commitment is to each other.
But if that's a part of the commitment, well, we made this decision together.
That's not a part of the commitment.
I'm gonna allow you to do what you need to do. Then I feel like that's not a problem. That's not cheating.
So I mean, yes, it is. Because now.
How if you know cheating is when you're doing something behind somebody's back?
Okay, it's not cheating, but it's still not right, because now say your partner D-game week. You think he gonna go let you fuck somebody else to get your nut off?
If that's the agreement?
Fuck no. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna agree to that. It's gonna be a one-sided agreement.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not an agreement. Because one-sided is not an agreement, bro. That's
exactly. It's gonna be one-sided.
You want to be able to go out here and bust it up with whoever, and I gotta wait for you to come home and hope that you got enough energy to beat this coochie down. No. If you don't go get what you need to get, well, I'm pretty sure it's something that you're not doing for her too, that she can go out there and get.
So then y'all don't need to be together.
That's what I be saying though. But people don't want that route. People don't want to take that route. People want to take the route of just doing shit behind each other's back. Sometimes it's just about hitting different shit.
I mean, that again,
but
you
what's
could
the
become
point
a
of
swinger.
that? That's what I'm saying. You can be single.
No, Tiaja, they could go be swingers. But
that's a mutual agreement, though. Again,
that's a contract.
Here's my thing like this, though. And swingers is just not the nigga, it's the bitch too. So you're fucking his wife and he's fucking your wife. That's how that goes.
Everybody get it. Jenny with the neck. Jenny with the good neck.
So that's like that. But I feel like personally, if you want to be hitting different shit and you're not ready to just commit to a coochie, then now you don't need to be with nobody anyways, because at the end of the day, you're gonna hurt somebody.
But what if you're trying to get into the swinger community and they only doing couples? Then you gotta be with somebody. I'm just saying.
Are we arguing side pieces or right? Or if they are relevant. It's more of a relevancy thing because it's like if people
But
could
there,
just be more honest, it would literally be
but
not
then
a thing.
that would be like a concubine, my nigga. At the end of the day, that wouldn't be no side. That wouldn't be a side piece. That'd be a concubine. Literally, nigga just go there for a nut. That's all. That's all a concubine.
But that's
is,
what that is.
Beside
Though. I
coochie.
feel like it's just one of those things that just not needed overall. I feel like yeah, if you unhappy, then be single and then go fuck with a bitch.
I mean, might as well go have multiple wives at that fucking point. They got all of that shit.
Change your religion, live a different lifestyle, do something, but don't be out here like, oh, I'm one man. I'm monogamous.
Then got these four bitches on your phone.
Fucking Sarah and Sally every other week because your bitch not giving it up how you want her to. Leave that bitch alone. Exactly.
Right. So everything else is a side piece. So,
but I personally
if that's
feel
the
like
case, then that's bad.
If you keep your relationship and your sex life spicy enough and y'all are connected on different levels and y'all actually have those conversations, those things are needed and it probably won't happen.
Why not? Exactly. If you can, like I had that type of question where I was asked though, if the no side relationships. That's even worse.
I feel like that's how I knew I never really cared about anybody that I was with prior to this relationship like deeply because I was okay with sharing myself with people. I was okay with, you know what I'm saying, even other people dealing with people that I was dealing with. I really didn't care too much and wanted to like even fight for that person. Like if you get him, you got him type energy. But no, like it's not like that. Like I will beat the fuck out of somebody behind my back. I do not care. Like it's not one of those situations where it's like, yeah, if you can get him, you got him, he's yours. He wanted you anyway. We're not going like that. That's not how it is. It's not.
Not you shooting everybody.
So any side bitches, any side relationships, and like we was literally just talking about this the other day. Like even bitches at work would try to look and say and be a little sneaky. I would do a job application and go to orientation and make my first day just to beat your ass. I will go through a whole 3-week process patiently. Just smack fire.
You shouldn't be in a relationship.
It's the thought. It's the idea. You didn't even get a chance to do anything yet. So I want you to understand, just thinking about it, this is what's going to happen to you. You haven't even done an act. What did I do? You did nothing
not already knowing the act, not already knowing the consequence.
You ain't even did nothing yet, baby. It's just the fact that you even thought it was an option for you. That's how you need to understand. When every time you think about it, I'm going to whoop your ass. But before I didn't care. I didn't care before. I would just, whatever.
It's bad.
But I'm stepping. That's not bad because you got to understand something. When you really value like what you have, nah, I'm not coming about that.
I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying like having side pieces is bad, bro.
And bitch, look, that's what I'm saying. It can never be one because I'm on my you energy at this point in life. Like you think it's gonna be something, and then we're burying your body, and he's helping me. So that's your fault.
I wouldn't say that you get triggered, and they say, I mean, they do serve a purpose. I mean, hell, you having a side piece might stop you from beating on your wife. Who knows? You never know.
That in situations like that, though, why won't you leave that bitch alone? If you want to beat this bitch up every time you look at her, why are you still there?
Because maybe he don't want to beat her up. Maybe he want to beat her coochie up. He just can't stand her attitude.
No, it's not the same thing.
You never know.
It's not the same thing because if you can't stand a bitch attitude, you're not gonna put your hand on her and want to fuck her. That's not how that goes. You're gonna leave that bitch alone, and then you're gonna go find a bitch that got an attitude that you like with a good coochie. That's what you're gonna do. That's what needs to happen. Not treat this bitch like shit because I don't like her attitude, and then go fuck this bitch because she made me feel good. No, go be with the hoe that make you feel good. Why do you have to tear this other person down? Why did that other person have to be getting the shit?
Maybe that other person might be.
Let that shit go.
Maybe that other person that might, just be working like butter. Maybe they make each other prosper.
It ain't working like butter, baby, if you need to go fuck another, baby. I don't care what nobody got to say. It ain't butter if you need another. Period. It's butter? Hey. So I just really feel like people just got to be more honest. Ultimately, like that's really what I want to take away from today's show to be.
I don't even think a side piece should be a thing.
Honestly. Huh?
Yeah, it shouldn't be a thing. Side pieces really shouldn't even be a thing at that point.
I don't think so.
I mean, they're gonna always
be a thing. If you feel like you're not sure if you want to be with this person, don't take that step. A lot of people be like, "Oh, I like the person so much, get in a relationship." 3 weeks later, you don't feel the same. Now you feel stuck or trapped or like, nah.
Be honest.
Nah.
Tell them no. But that's why you got to take at least like 3 months really to get really.
Bro, stop moving so fast.
The 90-day rule.
I was in a physical, from the outside looking in, relationship, but we didn't have a title for a long time because it was really one of those things that we just had to make sure that we kept choosing each other in every instance of every situation. We choose each other. We choose each other.
There shouldn't be there shouldn't be a reason, and there's no justification for not leaving somebody. It's really like at the end of the day, if you feel as though you're not emotionally attracted to this person, you feel as though like you emotionally attracted to this person, you're not sexually attracted to this person, or you just feel like you don't got no attractions, or you too attracted, or something, you attracted to something else. I mean, you just got to be honest and let them know.
What? You could have the creature comfort of the world, but you're powerful other people on business trips. Do you rather quit? Do y'all not hear what I just said? I'm catching flights. I'm killing hoes, and he's helping me bury the bitches. I'm not fucking around no more. Like, no, I'm on my you shit. Like, if we're gonna be together, we're gonna be together. If you want to play with me, then we're gonna bury somebody.
I don't think it works. I just feel like if you're together, and like you don't let outside influences interrupt your relationship.
Exactly.
I feel like that's all it is.
I'm one of the people like
that's all the side piece really is, bro.
I believe that shit happens, right?
If you think about it, but if you think about it though, like if you really think about it, all that shit is like just a parasite. Side hoes and then like people that get into relationships, all of this is toxic and parasite. So if you just keep your relationship healthy and you don't let no parasites get in, when you see a parasite get in, if you and your partner work together, you know what I mean, fuck it.
But that's why I said, like,
so you don't need a side piece, so you're irrelevant.
Being like really full of yourself and what you want to, like, because if you're always just sitting back thinking like, oh, he probably cheating with this girl, oh, he probably did, 9 times out of 10, you're talking up the situation yourself. You're putting it on his mind. You putting it into the universe for him to think like, I wonder if I could talk to that. Let me see. No, if you just gotta be, so if you fell in love with a billionaire who lets you do whatever the fuck you want, but he does his thing, you're leaving. First of all, I'm already dealing with a rich nigga, and he let me do whatever I want to do, and I don't gotta go through none of that. So, yes, I'm getting the fuck on because there's no amount of money. Like, when you really have self-worth, there's no amount of money that can really buy you to make you sit in some bullshit. Like, no, because you're gonna be mad at me now if you come home from that business trip that you was just fucking on Quintuela, right? In Mexico, you and Quintuela was having sex in Mexico, but you came home a day early and I'm in the bed with my little woo wop. Now you're mad at me, but what's up with Quintuela? Like, no, we cannot be together. We can just literally not be together.
If it's all of that, we could
not be together.
Yeah, the whole Tyler Perry movie going on right there.
I think one may need to rethink the word together. What do you mean? Because at the end of the day, if we're together, we're together. If you're going to be over here and I'm going to be over there, what is that? We no longer together. We on opposite sides. So why can't we just break up?
That's true.
That's really how I see it. Like, that's really how I see it. So, like, if it's gonna be all that,
then again, also, if you think about it, your vows, when you make vows to stay with one person. So if you marry, you breaking your vows automatically by stepping out.
Hello. Yeah. And I feel like even when you're not married, it's about
you make a commitment. Like when you make that commitment.
Like you choose that person, that's what you want, that's who you are deciding to be with, that's what you need to stick to and hold dear to yourself. But no. You can be with whoever you want to be with. But why you gotta have a wife at home? Comment this for y'all. Because that billionaire could literally, he's a billionaire, so he can literally be with anybody he wants. In every country, he can have a different girl. Why you gotta be with me?
Because it's your personality. It's your personality.
There's a lot of personalities.
You might fly in and cook them breakfast.
There's a lot of people that know how to cook breakfast. No, you want to do all of that, you can be with all of that. Because another thing is too, you're a billionaire. I can go with you wherever. But my together with others has nothing to do with us. Yes, it does, because we are together. It's me and you. Not me and you, Sarah, Kathy, Jane. Yeah, I watch P-Valley.
I have not watched anything new from P-Valley.
That's all the wife is, the anchor. And that's why wives be out here killing their husbands and killing themselves and killing their kids. Because that's all niggas think of them as, just anchors. And they need real love. That's bullshit.
Hey,
You holding her up for being with a nigga that's gonna take her all over the world with you and have sex with her in every other country, not find a new pussy everywhere you go.
Hey,
what about the coach and his wife? I didn't agree with that. Because when it came time for the wife to want to have some fun, even with the bitch that he even had arranged for him, that she was okay with, it was a problem. So no, I don't agree with that at all. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's the bullshit, because I feel like if he was able to do that and you invited them in the bed together, now when you're not there, if she chooses to do what she want to do with this person, she should be able to, because this is what y'all do.
Especially since you already invited them into your bedroom.
That's what I mean.
Like
with your wife. So now it's fair game, because now we done already put the bitch together. So if I want her again, just like when you want her by yourself, I can do the same thing. This our hoe.
Right.
Period. Like, they ain't no side hoe.
But then at that point, aren't y'all in a fucking throuple?
Why we can't just be all together if that, or we can all just be single and meet up on a Saturday
and fuck. And go on.
You do what you do throughout the week. I do what I do throughout the week. The whole do what she do throughout the week, and then when we all meet up, we all meet up. No, when they were all in the house, if I remember, when they were in the house, we introduced the situation, and then they all ended up doing what they were doing in the bed.
Yeah.
And in the living, I'm actually not even in the bed, in the living room. When it was watching her dance around the pole, and she ended up eating a girl out and all this other stuff like that. That's bringing him into their connection.
Yeah.
Like, no.
That introduction brought her in.
Exactly. It just opens up all the gates, and I just feel like if you can do that, more power to you. I used to be able to too, but when it comes to somebody that you actually really love and value, I can't watch nobody do that. I can't see that. That's crazy. Bruh, no. When they were all in the living room, they were getting jiggy. I just know personally that it's a no for me. That's what I'm saying. So they all did it together. So what was it a problem when she wanted to do it on her own? You opened the door. Like I said, I personally, because I've had it up to here with the topic, personally.
What?
So I'm just going to go ahead and say that if you have somebody, and y'all been together, and that's not what you want, you need to go find something else. And stop wasting each other's time, because we only got one. And y'all are wasting years and years and years and years.
Hell, you
like
might
people
not
be married for like 20 years and don't like each other.
But you might not even get to waste those years, because somebody might kill you off the back end.
Yeah, the wife seems that they had a connection
that he had with her at first.
But however, if the hoe would have never had been paid to be whatever she was, anything that wasn't an option, they wouldn't be having this problem.
It wouldn't have been there if Coach ain't started.
So that's why I said I'm gonna nip everything in the bud before it even becomes a thing. Because at the end of the day, like, there's no possibilities. There's no opportunity. Bitch, there's nothing but an ass whooping. There's that for sure.
Not an ass whooping.
That's there. That's always ready in motion, ready to go. So it's like, but other than that, there's nothing. So don't try it.
That's bad. I mean, I just feel as though that they shouldn't be doing it anyway. Side pieces don't need to be a side piece, you know.
I just feel like she was trying to get her money. Mercedes did what she did, but at the same time, if the husband just have sex with his wife,
instead of going somewhere else to get his, he could have asked his wife to learn to do that. I mean, shit. If I
like, baby,
hey, babe,
pull classes once a week, twice a week,
just so you can tone out your stomach. You know, you said
spice it up. Like, no, niggas just go out looking for what they can't have.
They go looking for what they want to have, but not really what they want to keep. They want to have it.
Like, why would you get with somebody if that's not what you like? If
because
you like a stripper hoe, you should have married a stripper hoe.
No, because what they got what they wanted, and all they got was what they desired, nigga. Them strippers are desired.
Weirdos. But trying to include wifey don't work, but wifey couldn't give him or Mercedes did. Nice little twirl. Wifey could have learned how to do a nice little twirl. Okay.
I'm about to say Mercedes learned.
Mercedes was a dance instructor, so she could have also taught her how to do that little twirl. Right.
He could have hired her to teach his wife how to do the little twirl. He could have got
his wife titties done to look just like Mercedes. Like, there's so many things. You got all this money to pay a bitch, give her a house, do all that. You can put that money that you invested to this next bitch into your wife and make her your dream. Like, that's
he could have invested it right into his wife.
But no.
He could have made her. That would have been his little Barbie.
Not the wife would never be Mercedes.
Right.
That's very true. But
she wouldn't be Mercedes.
The wife could have been divorced and he could have been with who?
But she would be her.
Mercedes. They could have been together. Like, no. I just personally don't see the point. All that stupid shit.
If you feel as though having a side piece,
don't marry nobody and don't be with them.
You need to be just by yourself.
Yeah.
You think a side piece is necessary? That just means go be by yourself. You can have as many side pieces as you want, because you ain't gonna never have a main course. Like, go eat all the appetizers. Look, go eat all your apps. Go eat all your apps. Go eat all your appetizers and your breadsticks and your soups and your salads.
No, I'm saying that if that's what you're doing, there's a reason, right? There's a reason behind what you're doing, right?
So leave.
So the reason is figure it out, fix it, leave the bitch alone, go get the bitch you want. Don't have a bitch on the side restricting her from doing what she want to do when you're literally doing what you want to do.
Or not even restricting her from doing what she want to do. Like, at the end of the day, you're maybe you're not fulfilling the full potential of what the side piece could actually be. Hell, the side piece might be better than the main. You never know. You might have got that salad thinking it was gonna just be a little appetizer. Now you come back there every time and you get that salad because it tastes good.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna do that,
you gotta go full in. There's no point in like half.
Turn that apple to your favorite meal every single day. Make that what you eat for dinner. Don't just eat that before you get your dinner. No, make that
your dinner. Then your dinner. Yeah.
Do y'all think it's more important to eliminate sections to understand why they exist? I know why they exist.
Hey,
people can't be honest. Is that simple?
Not even? Yeah, that's true. It'd probably be more easier to understand why they exist than to eliminate them, of course, because you ain't gonna never eliminate it. You just understand why they're there. Okay, this person is unhappy in his home. He don't want to leave his home. Or even a woman, she's unhappy with her husband in this certain department, but everything else is perfect. Everything else is perfect.
Have that conversation, though.
But this one thing,
right?
But you never
come to that agreement.
But people don't do it. But they don't do it though. People don't do it, and since people don't do it,
that's
it
why
won't
I said
happen.
I'm not gonna understand some shit that can be avoided by you just being honest. Fuck that.
But it's understandable because ain't nobody gonna be honest. So you already understand why they exist. Simple. People not gonna be honest.
But I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not saying you gotta agree, but damn. Once you really take it to that concept, like this motherfucker right here is open and shit like that, I mean, then. Hey.
Like, why would you? Nah, I just feel like if you really love somebody, none of that shit is needed. Only the victim thinks you can discuss a man's desires anyway. No, not at all. Man could do
no, because
but you could be single
and
doing that.
It could be the person's flaws as well. Like the woman could be literally the exact design that the man wants, but it's like it's something that she does that like he just finds.
You probably
like,
can't suck no wee wee. Damn,
right.
That sucks. Girl, watch porn. Girl, take a sucking D 101. Something.
Hell. It's always the woman could always fix what she's doing. The man could always fix what he's doing too. Maybe the dude is a one maneuver Hoover. You feel me? He might get her with back shots or back shots only. Like he not knowing he gotta flip her over, throw leg, all that other stupid stuff that you gotta do.
But
you never know.
Gonna be mad when he found out she got a side nigga.
Right. And he gonna be like, well, what he doing that I'm not? And then she gonna tell him. And then hell, that either might make the nigga say fuck it.
But then it would have been like, damn, babe, why you couldn't just tell me? Why you couldn't? I thought you liked it like that.
Right. It could be all of that.
No, bro. I personally don't feel that way. I just feel like you can get whatever you want out of your partner if you're vocal.
Definitely.
Because that's what unconditional love is. You should be able to express that.
You should be able to tell them how you feel about whatever they got going on in them.
Whatever it is. Even if it's you, people change. Like people that are into like kinks that have to do with like shocking and all shit like that. Like, I mean, no one tell their wife that, but when they do, it takes their sex life and their love to another level versus you stepping out every day.
Going to get shot.
To go get shot, your shit.
Y'all done
built a sex dungeon in the basement.
And nobody know about it. And then you go down instead of getting kidnapped for 2 days.
Instead of doing some weird shit, popping out, having to come up with lies, live weird, like man, I just feel like a lot of things could be changed and just better. If people could be honest, it would be a lot less like toxicness.
Yeah, but people are not gonna be honest.
People, all that. I'm just saying it's less to do with her than him. All the amount of talking ain't gonna make him feel like a man unless he does what he thinks is manly shit. What's real though with a man, what's manly is being big and grabbing your ball sack and say, I don't want to be here and going.
Right.
That's manly.
Hey,
fucking them on the side because you don't want to leave your woman.
That's bad.
You're a pussy. Because you don't respect or love the person that you're actually with. You're just there.
Just to be there because you think you find them valuable or necessary in a certain type of aspect or some shit like that.
Like what? No.
That's a bad route.
I just really feel like I'm not even gonna like try to drag this show out because the moral of my fact in this situation is if you love what you got, be with what you got. If you want some other shit, go get the other shit. If y'all have an empire together, y'all have your $1 billion businesses, come to an agreement where it's like, okay, we have this money together, we have these businesses together, but you do you, I do me, we live like this.
I understand that she doesn't have she can't do that, but she can also tell him where she's not getting that benefit. You feel me? Like where it's not benefiting her. Like maybe she might feel like
cheating and going to fuck another bitch and you got a woman at home. How's that manly? What's manly about that?
No, not that. I mean, that's not.
What the fuck is manly about that?
I mean, that's just not. But that could not be what.
I'm just
some people might take that. Some people might take that as manly, but no, that's.
Ooh, wow! What's manly about with your pussy?
It's more along the lines
of come being like. You tell me that you don't want to fuck me no more, boy. Bye. I don't think so, because that's the man's desire. The women's where she at with her husband, what she desires to be, while her husband is out fucking a whore because that's what he desires to be. It's not the same. Personally, I feel like me and sirs in the comments gonna have to agree to disagree because I'm over it at this point.
It does. It has a lot to do with love. It has a lot to do with love. You can't love Janice and go sleep with like Bridget and Margaret and her cousin Jennifer and shit like that. So because you don't love her at that point.
Sacred, like what?
Yeah, no. I don't know. That just doesn't feel like you can still love that person.
But I feel like that idealization and thinking is exactly why there's so many fabulous childs out here and motherfuckers that just happen to pop up pregnant because y'all just doing whatever. Because of that one, what you want.
If you have a side relationship, I don't know. I don't think there's a whole hunting a thing. I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like if you're hunting, you're still like not being fully into what you're into. You don't want to be in a relationship if you're hunting.
So you might as well be single because you're still trying to figure that shit out.
And sometimes, but you can fulfill. But yeah, if you still feel like it's the hunt that you're after, you need to be single. And if you're not after the hunt and you have your woman, then at that point,
leave the main chick alone.
You satisfy the hunting urge. You satisfied all
let that main chick rest. Let her find her a main nigga. It's not gonna be all about her.
Then leave the main alone.
I didn't think this topic was gonna stir me up the way it did because I'm not liking it. It's been 20 years. You feel like you can't do what?
You can.
Why you can't? That's the best knock.
You gotta knock the same one you been knocking.
That's your personal knock, nigga. For 20 years, that's been the only person you get to knock, nigga. Like what? No, that's your personal pussy. You better knock that shit. Because it's a high chance.
Would you like her to go get her pussy beat up? Look,
3 or 4 other niggas too. Like that's not cool. That's your coochie. Like what?
Because then what if she go out and try to get her coochie knocked up by another nigga?
She want to go knock some other dick. What?
Shit, my bitch better be the only one.
Overall, y'all lose that concept when y'all get a bitch. Y'all feel like, you still have to keep her. So you should never lose the concept of conquering because you should be spending this time that you have with your woman, continually want her, continually doing all these things. It's not something you should stop. How? I don't know.
What?
Like I said, we're definitely on 2 different sides of this.
Not
how? Nah, ain't that how you got her to be your wife?
Like, you gotta conquer your wife, and you gotta continue.
Ain't that how you got her to be your wife?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what you guys are not getting right is that there is two things working at the same time, right? You have the genuine emotion and emotional responsibility to your spouse, your man. And that's what you guys seem to be arguing. The only thing that you seem to be arguing, because what you guys are saying is that anything outside of that is blasphemy, right? That a man shouldn't feel that. What I'm saying is that as a 58-year-old man who's been in a whole bunch of relationships, committed, non-committed, and some more shit, right? What I'm saying to you is that when a man is in a particular position and he becomes complacent in that position, right now we're talking about relationships, but it could be the job, it could be the kind of car that you have, it could be a variety of types of things that particular man feels like This is the thing that defines my masculinity. It doesn't matter what nobody else thinks that man's masculinity is, especially not the woman who is going to be hurt by anything that this man does to enforce or to reassure himself that he still got it, right? So to put it in practical terms, a nigga that's married 20 years, right? Doing his family shit, kids grown, through college, whoop whoop, nigga's been responsible, worked all his life, but 20 years ago when he met his wife, he was the motherfucker. Single nigga in them streets, doing his thing, drop top car, fly as a motherfucker, and then he met her and got married. And that's not to say that those 20 years were a regret, but 20 years later, at this midlife crisis, here's this man saying, damn, what the fuck am I worth? Yeah, I get up and go to work every day. These motherfuckers in my house, they don't fucking appreciate me because guess what? They don't know who the fuck I was. All they know is dad.
So you go out.
Wait. And so that what that man starts to do is he starts to look for ways to reaffirm to himself, fuck his wife, fuck them kids, and fuck you niggas on the podcast that's talking about it, right? He's proven to himself that he still got whatever it is. And what that generally comes out as, because it's the easiest thing, it's the one thing that men have that you don't need any other tools for, is knocking a chick. Is becoming attractive to a woman who you find attractive, not some 4, not a 2, but a chick that you would find desirable if you weren't married. Now what it becomes is, could I do that? So it's not about fucking her, it's about, can I fuck her? Now what ends up happening, and this is why I asked you guys, had you guys watched the BMF shit, is the husband, church going wife, right? The mother and the father, they're going through some marital problems. The wife doesn't even know she's having marital problems because she's about church and the Lord and following the pastor. And the husband is saying, damn, we only make love, once every fucking 2 months. And in comes her friend who is sexy and vibrant and divorced and had threesomes and all the type of shit that this nigga was about before he got married. And what happens? He jumps out the window to prove to himself that he could still do it. He instantly regrets it. But what we're talking about is why these side pieces exist, not whether they are destructive to a marriage, whether you cheating on your wife, and if you loved her, you wouldn't.
The wife not doing her job, short story long.
We do a whole bunch of shit that we shouldn't do, right? To and around the people that we love. So all that, what you wouldn't do if you love somebody, is bullshit. You can love somebody and still do some fucked up shit, selfish shit that you think you're gonna get away with. We do that shit all the time, right? Most of us come from street guys, right? Me, your dad, right? We come from a lifestyle where we go out every day, not even thinking about we might be gone for the next 20 years, over $30,000, right? We just go do that shit. You think about the consequences if you get caught. And that's how most of us kind of operate in our real lives. We come out, if we ever have to talk in public, we do most of this virtual signaling. What we wouldn't do, we are these people who are above reproach and, oh no, that's some dirty shit. Most of us would do some dirty shit.
Yeah. Most
of us would, if we thought we could get away with it. What we're in right now is an era where a lot of men, and to get back to the side piece shit, a lot of men are becoming more affluent, and with that affluence, men are realizing that they have choices and honesty, and well, fuck it, if she don't want to fuck with me like how I am, fuck her, because I'm the prize type of shit, right? So you get men that jump out the window and is kind of on some honesty shit, like, okay, look, like the coach, I'm breaded up. You want to keep taking trips to Amsterdam and some more shit, deal with the fact that I like this stripper bitch, let's put a pole in the motherfucking living room type of shit, right? But most of us ain't doing that. Most niggas don't got the resources to tell a woman, look, fuck you, I'm fucking another bitch. They just go fuck the other bitch and put it all on the line. All on the line. So don't tell me about what should and shouldn't be, because most of us will do what we shouldn't do if it satisfies some particular urge or need in us, right? Remember, we're talking about you feeling like what's good for you. So for my wife to answer the question, right? What if my wife wants to go sow her wild oats or whatever? Well, my wife wasn't that person. Like, if my wife decides that she wants to, go out hoe hopping, then this is some new shit for my wife that you're trying to discover. Okay, well, now you operating in some energy that, we're gonna clash. And it's not about you getting your coochie fucking oil, right? What it's about is now you trying to get even. Now you in competition. You're not trying to understand why I might have done some shit that you didn't want me to do. Some shit that might have hurt you emotionally. Because it didn't hurt you physically, right? I go fuck some bitch, I wear a condom, I come back, no drip, none of that shit. If I don't never tell you about it, you never know, right? But if I do tell you about it, it just hurts your feelings. It don't hurt nothing else. Unless you decide, as Toj will decide,
I just feel like
to leave these billions. And then that's on you, right? But most of us ain't in that position. Most of us is in a position to just throw that shit on the motherfucking roulette wheel just to make ourselves feel better. And the only way that we're ever going to get to a point to where we not on some shit like, yeah, okay, well, this motherfucker did some disrespectful shit to me by exploring himself, right? The only way we get away from that is by understanding that maybe that wasn't even about you. Maybe your dude, after 20 years of you being a perfect motherfucking wife, wanted the bitch coming down the pole with tattoos on her motherfucking face. You just not gonna be
get tattoos and I can come down the pole after 20
No,
years.
you're not gonna never be that. Again, you're trying to usurp the man's particular desire with some shit that you want to do to substitute it so that what he does doesn't hurt your feelings, because you saying, well, damn, why can't he get it from you? Well, he can't get it. Okay, here, let's take it to a different perspective. Do you realize that there is a whole community of men who not only do they frequent prostitute streetwalkers, talk about the different women, but it's kind of like a trophy to fuck a prostitute raw. Imagine that, right? Imagine the fuck out of that, right? Now,
how's that a trophy?
Okay, I'm just telling you what it is. We can have a whole nother show to break down the what, where's, and why fors. But
yeah,
these people exist. These people do exist, right? Now, the point that I'm trying to make is this. Most of these men have wives. How does the wife become, like, what do you do as the wife to become that chick for him? Because this is what he wants. This is some
have sex with everybody at his office.
Whatever the fuck.
Then when he come home, he gonna come home to you. I'm the same bitch that you was out in the street with. I fucked hella niggas, and I'm coming home to you.
But you don't want to come home
like
to
that. Bitch fucked hella niggas, and you went to fuck her. Amen.
Okay,
but
so
you're not
what I'm
gonna
saying is, how does the wife actually become that? Because like what you keep saying is, well, whatever it is that he needs, he can get from his wife. How does the wife become the prostitute chick that's been out fucking niggas all day, this, that, and the third? How does she become that?
Like in that situation, then that situation, it would be more of a like, baby girl, focus on yourself, because he clearly want a prostitute. He don't need you. He wants a red pussy. You don't need the pussy that's for him. You need the pussy that's for everybody else.
Or, and that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, is that everything is not an either or. It's not you either want me or you want this low ass motherfucking bitch. It's no, he wants you, but he wants to experience this low class ass bitch every here and there, because that's his fucking kink, and you're never gonna satisfy that. I don't give a fuck what you do. You're never gonna be her. So his choice is either lie to you about it or don't do it. Suppress his fucking desires. How fair is it as a wife to make
he's not gonna suppress his desires? He's gonna go get that. He ain't gonna lie.
Well, no, in the hypothetical, if this man is, like what you say, you know what I'm saying, that it's gonna be what you say or else, then he's gonna he ain't taking the or else. He rolling with what you say. Well, fucking wait, I don't get to do that.
No, I mean, I would never want my man to suppress his desires, but like I said, if you need to go out and have sex with a prostitute, like, if y'all together and you like that, and this your husband and you gonna stick beside him, come to that agreement. Like, nigga, I guess once a month, I ain't gonna see you for 2 days because I know who you're fucking, or I don't know who you're fucking, however that goes. But have that understanding. You're gonna be in that agreement and be married and do that and have to understand that my overall is like not to suppress your desires so much as just being honest about them. You know what I mean? Because some people have those conversations and the wives are perfectly fine. Oh, where's that? Oh, he went golfing with the buddies, knowing damn well he down the street getting topped off, like knowing what's going on. But it's just having those understandings. And do you love your person enough to deal with that? Do you love your person enough to still go through this? If not, okay, choose yourself. Leave that person. You can go be with the prostitute. You can be happy, whatever the case may be. But I just feel like from the standpoint of where I was started and trying to end up with the show is to just like be more honest, because it's like everybody has desires. Things like you said, everybody can't be everything for someone, right? But if you let me know, I don't have to be emotionally affected by it or physically affected by it if I know what's up.
Yeah,
simple as that.
I think that in the greater scheme of things, right, that we all kind of, well, not we all. If you're in a scenario, if you're in a relationship with a person, right, that most of the things that you find that you like will be common things, right? But there will be things that the man wants to do that has nothing to do with the woman, and there's things that the woman is going to want to do that has nothing to do with the man. Now, in this particular instance, we're talking about the most extreme of things, right? Sexual intercourse with another person, not including your spouse. But on a bigger scale, right, if you take the same formula, the same underlying sentiment, what my argument is not so much that the man should be allowed to have a side piece. My understanding of the man's desire to have a side piece is based in my understanding of a man never feeling as though men can have anything that's just them. Whatever it is that I want to do, either my wife feels like she has to do it with me for it to be okay, or I can't do it. But there's a multitude of things that women can do that men have absolutely no interest in whatsoever. And you guys,
but that's why I also believe in your life, your partner's life, and y'all life together.
You guys, women generally so feel the way that you do that even in those instances where it's some woman shit, you guys will include us to the point of irritation. Like going to get your motherfucking feet done and shit like that. Like, niggas don't give a fuck about that shit. Niggas do. Any nigga that went with you to get a mud bath went with you because he loved you, not because he gave a fuck about exfoliating or any of that shit. Niggas don't give a fuck about that shit. But we would rather not hear your mouth about us not going than to go get the fucking avocado shit put on our fucking face like some fucking metrosexual puff daddy ass nigga. Scared to tell your homeboys. You can only tell your closest homeboys and shit, right? Can't tell the regular niggas on the block, nigga. And you wouldn't did this shit because you didn't want your wife to feel as though you was on some fuck her shit. Nah, I just don't like mud on my motherfucking feet. I don't like my toes in no motherfucking
that's
water.
That's understandable, but that's communication, uncle. That's communication. If you genuinely don't like to do this, I'm the type of person. I'm not going to do that.
I'm not talking about not communicating it. I'm talking about not respecting the communication. And that's what men generally find, where men in relationships generally find themselves in that position where we're acquiescing to whatever the fuck it is that our woman is talking about, even when it's some shit that totally and completely is against every fucking thing that we think of. I used to say this on the podcast, on the pod, I would say that me and this square, I always talk from the voice of the average motherfucker, but my life looks nothing like the shit that I talk about, right? The shit I say is the shit that most niggas in relationships want to say but can't say because they'll be on the couch and they really love their woman. So it is more important, or it's less important for a motherfucker to make the point than it is for their woman to be happy. Me, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you, right? I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is, how I feel, you know what I'm saying, and what I have encountered as a result of this, and I'm 58 years old, right? Is that most women, when I am honest about me, most women go on a campaign to better the points of me that they think shouldn't be. And I'm saying that's the craziest shit.
But that's where a lot of women messed up at, though.
Most.
Because you see a flaw, or not even a flaw, like something that in somebody, and to you it's not perfect or how you would imagine it should be. So you try to tweak, like, nah, bro, you got to either take that with what that is, or that's not what you need to be with if you can't roll with those punches.
Yeah, I mean, or some things can be changed. Like certain things can be changed.
But it's not about you changing it. It's about that person choosing to make a difference.
Right. So it's all about that.
You can't decide to do that to that person.
You got to talk to him and speak up, and like you were saying, you got to actually be able to say it
within you.
It's not
like, if you don't even love me for me, you want me to be different. Nah, fuck that.
No, because it's because you can see that it's like, okay, she wants me to be better.
I just don't agree.
Like, maybe I'm doing something that seems childish. Maybe she just wants me to be better.
But what's childish though? Because you could be expressing yourself how you express yourself. Like how you talk a lot of shit and you're really funny, but you do that regardless of the crowd. You know what I mean? If a bitch seeing that's how you maneuver, that's your personality. It's childish to her, but you need to go get somebody that don't like to laugh. That's not childish. That's not what you like. That's not childish. That's your personality.
What? Yeah, I think it's much more simple than we allow it to be, and because of that, it becomes more complicated. As a matter of fact, again, one of my most repeated phrases in relationships over the years, right, is this: men are simple. I am the most complicated man who you've ever dealt with. However, I'm the simplest to deal with because I come with instructions, walking, talking instructions. I can tell you better than any motherfucking body on the face of the planet what makes me move.
Right.
Your job as a woman is to believe me. And generally, women don't, because women think that they know you better than you. They know what's better for you.
Like how?
They know what. I don't know why you guys think that.
I've never been.
Well, actually, you have.
I can't stand a motherfucker that think they know me better than me. So I will never, because.
Well, just listen to the way that the way that, because I asked you this question, particularly in the comments about, a billionaire motherfucker telling you, look, hey, look, I fuck bitches and shit when I'm in Uruguay. I ain't have to tell you. I'm
not agreeing to that.
But what I'm saying is that you're not agreeing to that. Your response was whatever it is that he needs, he should be able to get from you. What that is essentially is you dictating what it is that's good for him, or what it is that he likes.
Okay, I see.
He's telling you what he likes.
I see. Yeah.
And you're saying, nah, that ain't acceptable, nigga. What's acceptable is this shit that I said.
Okay, but
acceptable to me.
So
what if you dealing with a nigga who
just leaving then?
Huh?
I stand by what I said. We're just leaving then. Like, if this is what you want to do, you don't have to have me here. You can go do that.
But again, it's not about leaving. It's not about being unhappy, right? Your unhappiness only comes from the knowledge that I'm doing something that you find objectionable. If I told you, okay, look, me telling you that I'm in Uruguay, fucking random bitches or whatever the fuck. I got a side piece in Uruguay, so when I'm out there, I fuck with her, whatever the fuck, right? That shit doesn't affect you in the least bit, right? Because you live in the United States. You never in Uruguay. This bitch ain't on Twitter posting no pictures. The money that you spend in your lifestyle that I have made, remember, I'm the billionaire. I've made a lifestyle for you that is conducive to what you want in life because I love you. I want you to be happy and comfortable. Got fuck to do with what I'm doing when I'm in Uruguay. You know what else I'm doing when I'm in Uruguay? I'm making big business deals that make me a billionaire. I'm snorting cocaine every fucking once in a while and shit. I'm at the strip club licking fucking ass at the fucking strip club with the rest of the motherfucker.
You're not coming home to me. I'm in Uruguay. Licking strip club booty hole. No.
But the only way you gonna know is what am I gonna do? Come home with glitter on my face
by yourself.
And look, if I do come home with glitter on my face, then that is what? I'm caught cheating. But remember, the whole conversation was about why do men have side pieces? Or why do people have side pieces? Because women have them as well. We just never got to that part of the conversation. But I don't think that it's a question of the morality of it or the right or wrong because they exist. They fucking exist. All of us know a bitch that's a side piece. How about that? Let's just go with that. We all got one homegirl that we know she fucking somebody else.
Sure.
And if you don't know that, if you don't know them, then you are them. If you don't know who it is, then you don't.
What I'm saying is that, you know, side chicks, secondaries, multiples, fucking polyamorous fucking relationships, both known and unknown, they exist, man. Relationships, marriages, you know, in 60% divorce rate, 80% of those divorces are brought by women, generally for irreconcilable differences, which means the nigga fuck some bitch that, you know, she don't want to talk about or whatever the fuck, right? So the reality of where we are in life is that, you know, side pieces exist. Now, do you throw your whole happiness away for some shit that you wasn't going to be able to affect anyway? I would say no.
Because this is happening.
But you don't know.
But you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
The only thing that made you unhappy was no.
I don't know. But I feel like if we're going to take things a little bit deeper, the intuition and all that, you fucking know. I don't care what no one says. So, you could take it. Better hopes to y'all. Hope y'all have a great billionaire lifestyle.
Let me ask you
this. Licking booty holes in Uruguay.
Let me ask you this.
He said licking booty holes in Uruguay.
Let's switch it around. Okay. The woman got a law degree, right? Okay. She got a law degree. And what she says is, to her husband, I work for, I do legal analysis. We're behind the scenes for a bunch of different fucking television stations. So I'm flying everywhere, you know, all the fucking time. And I make, you know, 15, you know, $1.5 million a year or whatever the fuck, right?
Okay.
And boom. Now let's make that, no, we can't make that you. So she's doing her thing. Her husband is at home. This nigga drive a trash truck, whatever the fuck, right? But money's no issue. You know what I'm saying? Because wifey is chipped up. You know, they live in a high rise and he drive a Benz when he get out that fucking trash truck. And, you know, this nigga's kind of living his life like he want to live his life. And he loves his wife and his wife loves him. He's in total bliss when he picks her ass up from that airport, you know, is, you know, hugs and kisses and, you know, fucking at the front door and all of that. Like, this is the fucking life for a nigga, right?
It was a woman who did that. It was a woman.
Now here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Actually, what she's doing is she's an escort with a law degree. She just found it more lucrative to sell pussy than to sell legal advice. And so she's hopping on these planes, going to fucking Dubai and wherever the fuck, and getting took down for the weekend and coming back 250 bands, whatever the fuck, right? She doing her shit. Her husband has no fucking idea. And then all of a sudden, in some kind of fucking fit of honesty, she decides she wants to come home and tell him exactly what it is that she's been doing. Baby, I just want to be honest. We can't move forward. You know, whatever, this secret is killing me. I'm dying inside. Woo, woo, woo. Only thing that changed now is that he knew. And then what he says is, fuck that.
Because it didn't matter.
My body is my body. That pussy is my pussy. How dare you sell my pussy or do whatever the fuck? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bitch, give the motherfucking job up. We gonna be broke on this trash truck motherfucking salary and some more shit because my feelings is hurt. How selfish is that of the man?
I mean, is it really selfish of that man though? Because that's his wife. Who wants their wife doing that? Like you said, the only thing that did change, yeah, the fact that he knows. But at the same time, that's not really respectable to be doing if you want to be married. So it's like, honestly, mama, you shouldn't be married to bruh. Like, it's just how people maneuver, which you got to have that more respect for yourself and for that person before you get into these situations. Because
for whatever reasons, that didn't happen. Right? For whatever,
but that's not always. Yeah, that's not always
true.
Whatever reasons
sometimes you think that, for whatever you think would have been the proper road for her to travel down in terms of revealing information, when, where, what, why, you know, moving forward, before, whatever, all that happened. She didn't. It didn't work out that way. But she's in love with her husband. He's in love.
So she gonna leave that job?
It's marital bliss. It's your job. You just do some other shit. You don't love none of these motherfuckers that you fuck with. You ain't having no emotional relationship with them. You're not texting them. You know what I'm saying? Behind your husband's back. It's a job. So that's
you
what
got a law degree. Go get some. Go open up a law firm. Use your degree.
Yeah, I think that would be very selfish of him. I think that if he has so much of a problem with, you know, the knowledge, right, that he should leave, right? You always have the choice to leave. That as well. What I don't think that you ever have the right to do is to impose your will on another person in an extortionary way to make them do something that they don't want to do or refrain from doing something that they do want to do to satisfy your sensitivity. I think that's totally completely unfair, period.
Now, you know, when you put it like that,
you're wrong, Tiaja.
You put it in the terms.
But I still don't feel like side pieces feel okay
you
though.
Know,
like
we put it like that, it's like, damn, you're right. Oh damn. Because I'm all about that. But I mean, fuck.
You
said I'm all about that.
What if she's willing to leave the job? Does that still make it bad?
Well, again, you know, that's choices. A lot of times people make great sacrifices for love, and that's always beautiful. I'm never going to criticize a person who makes a choice, right? To do, I mean, women have been doing that shit for centuries, right? You know, you get pregnant and you fucking stop working, and 15 years later, you're going back talking about being a teacher again, or some shit like that after the kids is in high school, all that kind of fuck shit. You guys been going through that shit for eons, right? So let's not act like it's something new, right? In terms of people sacrificing, worldly fucking ambitions or whatever and shit, right? For the sake of love and family. But again, you know, and also, I'm not saying that, you know, a nigga is gonna be married to the neighborhood escort either, right? I'm not saying that is an optimal situation.
I feel like it's a back and forth thing. It's for me, it's probably like more preference type of thing. You know what I'm saying? What you're willing to deal with. But like I said, at the end of the day, I really was just going off of more like, just be honest. Give people the opportunity to actually choose to do whatever the fuck it is that you do. You know what I mean? Because that can build a stronger empire than anything. You know, I know he like doing weird shit on the weekends. So that's why I go to Costa Rica so frequently. I don't even want to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, you understand these things, which in turn makes life easier for you and your partner because they're not thinking bad in their brain to death about what the fuck is going on, and you're not worrying yourself to death because you're trying to sneak behind their back and figure out how they're not gonna find out. It's just like,
Like the
it's just too much.
mirrors.
It's a trip.
Like in the TV show Black Mirror.
There's a
That
concept.
happened.
There's a concept in entrepreneurship that shit, it doesn't basically say, as it's plainly said, when you get to the place where you're encountered with the one thing that you don't want to do or accept, and then you find a way to do or accept it, on the other side of that is success. So what that says is that most of us, we grow up with a particular concept of how life is supposed to be, right? Especially women, especially young Black women. You guys have, the princess complex.
Amen.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm 26. I was supposed to already be married with 2 kids by now.
You feel what I'm saying? You always, the shit is kind of ingrained in your head and shit that Prince Charming is going to come around in your life, sweep you off your feet at the ball, some more shit. You're going to fucking ride off on a white horse, happily ever after. And life don't be happening like that, right? Life is a whole nother motherfucker, right?
Way completely different from what you think or want.
And so what the hardest thing that we have, especially as poor Blacks, the hardest thing that we have to do is to come to terms with what our particular reality is, right? In my younger life, right? I come from a family that is staunchly lower middle class Black, right? Inglewood kids and shit, right? Like, motherfuckers, like you see motherfuckers with projects in New York and Chicago. I ain't never lived no shit like that, right? Like our port was, these niggas got Converse, we got Pro-Ceds, mama, what the fuck type shit, right?
Yeah.
That was poor, right? So I say that to say that most of my family are hardworking Blacks, inner city Blacks, New Orleans, Los Angeles, get up, fucking go to work every day, drink hard as a motherfucker at night, wake up in the morning and do the shit all over again and shit, right? Niggas ain't out here in these fucking streets. And one of the things that I used to constantly get hit with when I chose the streets, and it really wasn't until I started suffering repercussions, because when I was buying my own clothes, nobody wasn't saying shit. But when I was fucking having the police calling my mama talking about come pick my ass up from the police station, then it was, oh, this nigga is making such terrible choices and this, that, and the third. And one of the things that I always realized and always kind of resented is that my family kind of was stuck in their reality and not mine. So their reality was, what the fuck does this kid need? We work hard as a motherfucker. He got food on the table. He got a roof over his head, 4 or 5 different houses to go to. All the cousins and aunties and shit live in Inglewood. We all in walking distance. What the fuck did this nigga need to have his ass out there like some needy kid? And what they didn't understand was I needed to be fresh.
Right, because your reality
is way different. My reality was way different than theirs. And so it wasn't never about going and begging, oh, I need this, I need that, crying to my mama and none of that shit. It was, no, nigga, go learn how to shoot dice. Learn how to roll fucking 17 joints out of dime and sell it for $10 a piece. You feel what I'm saying? And the repercussions to all of that shit kind of got looked at, but never the reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Nobody kind of really accepted that, okay, well, this nigga's reality and what he feels is important as a young nigga, right? 12 to 21 or whatever and shit, right? Is different than my uncles who get up and go climb on top of that motherfucking roof and sling tar and fucking 90 pound every fucking day, right? So I say that to say that even in this era, right, where I'm considerably older than you guys, I realize that my reality is different than yours, but your reality is different than the nigga right next to you. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And that we have we've kind of fell out of being able to communicate with one another because we have these preconceived ideas of how shit should be. Again, that princess shit, right? Because again, like, you know, your position in it is, you know, even you, Trady, you said the same thing, right? Like, a nigga don't love you if he's cheating on you. And most niggas that cheat and got a wife will say, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not
Well, do
taking
that
in
mean they
the
love
way.
they got wives? Like,
well, the thing is
It's
that
just confusing.
I think that what it is that for you, right, the way that you're, you know, you brought up and the way that, you know, you kind of formulate ideas and concepts and, you know, put relation, you know, the way you connect relationships, then for you is that, damn, if I got a woman at home and I cheat on her, the only reason I'm gonna cheat on her is because I don't give a fuck about her. And for you, that may be true. But I would say that for the vast majority of men, right, especially men who are older than 30 years old right now, like, and men who are older than me, like, I come from an era where niggas had whole other families around the corner. Like, niggas would have a whole set of sisters around the corner that you'd be like, oh yeah, they're my sister, they're my daddy.
I never understood that though. Right? Like, why?
That's my daddy.
It just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't
go be
about
with the person that you want to be with, make kids.
But I understand. I understand what he's.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that a nigga would have two families and that's cool. What I'm saying is that, okay, my mama would. You know, my mama have me and whoop whoop, and then her and my daddy is tripping. They're arguing all the motherfucking time. Whoop whoop, this, that, and the third. And this nigga then, you know, left the house and fucked on Miss Johnson around the corner and got her pregnant. Type of bullshit. Both the women know, right? The kids is kids, right? We grow up to know type of shit. Like, damn, that's my brother. That ain't my step. That's my real brother. That's my daddy's son type of bullshit, right? But what I'm saying is that the women who, the original wife, she found out that, you know, Maribel around the corner then been fucking her husband and got pregnant. This nigga then left. They blew up, had a big old fight, whatever, whoop, whoop. And he didn't left and went over to her for 2 months during the pregnancy. The mama, the original wife, she don't work. She got these 6 kids trying to take care of them. She mad at all the kids because they look like the daddy. Some more shit. And then this nigga come hat in hand 2 months later, thing of flowers, a fucking bottle of fucking Jack Daniels or some shit, and he make up with his fucking wife. Now, the chick around the corner that had his baby 2 months later or whatever the fuck, okay, yeah, that's the baby. But mama wasn't giving up her motherfucking house and her life and her lifestyle and some more shit because of this nigga going out feeding a desire that didn't have nothing to do with her. It wasn't that she was a bad wife. It was that this nigga had, you know, we used to call them low down. Niggas was low down. Yeah, he just had that low down character by himself and shit, right? Nigga was sneaky. Nigga would get drunk and he want to go out and womanize and hormone. You know, them was real words, right? Them words meant that a nigga went out and did some shit and had a wife to come home to who knew. She knew and would fight with his ass and some more shit.
But that's what I mean. Like, that's skillet,
you understand. All that shit. But what she wasn't doing, she wasn't going no motherfucking where until about 1970 or something when they came with, you know, fucking welfare. Mama, get your kids and government got your back type of bullshit. But before
get the fuck on, you don't need that nigga.
Yeah, before that, it wasn't none of that. And again, that's not to say that it's right. It's not to say that women should be living in some backwards ass motherfucking relationships or, you know, you don't have rights or no shit like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that your rights don't make my wrongs ununderstandable.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, just because you right.
You brought me around on the topic. I will say that. Because I understand now. But it's like, just be honest. Shit, you got these needs and these desires. Don't leave me in the dark, because it's gonna fall back on me because we together.
Give you a chance to quit. Huh?
Like, let me know, because if I say fuck it, I'm gonna deal with you. Like you said,
let's be honest,
or not even give you a chance to quit.
Yeah, you ain't getting that information in the state.
When the bitch pop back door with the baby, I'm gonna just put the baby in the door and push the bitch out. Fuck you, bitch. You gone. He good. We don't need you. We ain't worried about that. That's what you chose. But give me that option. Don't choose that for me. Because who said I wanted to deal with that with you? I could have deal with that. So it's like, just give me that option. Not because I tend to hoe ain't going nowhere. That's another thing that guys don't understand. They're probably not gonna leave you. Just let them know, so they don't look stupid. So that when it comes out, they're not, bitch, you dumb. Look at you. You're actually dumb. I already know. I just didn't give a fuck. Like, what you talking about? Like that is the biggest like shut up to a side hoe or somebody that think they're actually ruining something that's going on. Like, babe, I choose for you to be here. It's not because I know that. Like, bitch, I could leave and it won't be side nothing. You would just be you being you. You would just be here with no title still. But no.
I think that it's really funny that it works out like this, but it's actually the side chick relationship that has all the honesty. All that honesty that you
asking for. Everything.
That's what she
know the kids and everything. Like,
know the main, know her name.
I'm saying he ain't gonna lie to you. You know about the life. You know how he feels. You know when it's time for him to go. Nigga ain't gotta be giving you no excuses. Like, you know, you decide. You know what I'm saying? This nigga leave it on the dresser.
Right? Like, what? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I said, I just want to take away to be honest. If you gonna be with somebody, give them the option. If you're gonna fuck that person, let them know. Give them the option to be with you. If not, there's somebody for everybody. So you gonna find somebody that's willing to deal with your shit. Regardless of what it is, you gonna find somebody. Because there's somebody out there that's willing to go through anything with somebody. There's somebody out there. Just be honest. You don't gotta treat people like that. Because that's sometimes to some people, like, the lies be the worst to some people.
Well, in all honesty, I just want to let y'all know that I've been promoting why I jumped on, because my next little project is gonna be Side Dudes Club. We're gonna be professional side dudes. We out here for y'all.
Okay.
We out here for y'all. If y'all trying to get even with your dude, if you just want a little rumble tumble, you want a little cuddle session.
Not 100 get even.
Not side dudes for hire. Do you hear this? Not
side dudes for hire up around this bitch.
Hey, look.
Just leave it on the dresser, mama.
Just leave it on the dresser, mama. You know, on that note, I'm leaving. Y'all have a good night. I'm done. I will see y'all next Sunday. Because, no. Goodbye. I love you guys. I'm out of here. That's it.
All right. Thanks for having me on, you guys.
Yeah.
For hire?
Thanks for coming up here.
You let them buy y'all? What?
All right, y'all. Peace.
Are you talking to me? That's even worse.
Grab like my shit, put it back over me, and tucked into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like, you can't go get this.
Bitch, you want to take this? All right.
You guys go hard. Yeah.